So one of the main reasons why people come to us at Joint Effort is for balance. So I want to give you 3 balance exercises that you can do at home, more or less, with very little equipment, if any equipment, that will help you improve your balance. All right, so the first exercise is a clock tap. Super, super simple exercise. You can do it at home. You can do it while you're brushing your teeth. You can do it really anytime. So you're gonna pretend like your feet are in the center of a clock, and you're gonna bend both knees slightly, okay? So all I want you to do is you're gonna use your right leg to touch the number 12, the number 3, and the number 6. So again, slight bend in that left leg, 12, back to the center, 3, back to the center, 6, back to the center, okay? So again, 12, back to the center, 3, and 6. Okay, so that would be one side. So you do maybe 4 to 6 on the right side, and then do the same thing on the other side, but obviously you're doing different numbers. So we're gonna do 12, 9, and 6, just like that. 12, 9, and 6. So you're gonna feel the leg that's stationary start to fatigue a little bit because you have it bent a little and you're doing what's called an isometric contraction for that quadricep muscle that's keeping you from getting pushed down. And you're gonna notice your ankles are gonna wobble a little bit. So I would strongly encourage you doing this around something where you can hang on to at first, or at least have something there to grab onto if you need to. So that was exercise number 1. I'm gonna show you the progression of that movement. So here you go. All right, so here's the progression of the clock tap. We're just gonna do a clock tap, but we're gonna do it on what's called a VersaPad. So this is like a big sponge, more or less. You can get these on Amazon. They're like, I don't know, $18, $20. And they're really helpful because they make the surface that you're standing on just a little bit unstable. So I'm gonna face you. And you always wanna put your foot to where there's space enough to put your foot that's moving on there, all right? So I'm gonna step on with both, just to kind of measure that. Okay, slight bend in both knees again. I'm gonna use my left leg this time. So we're gonna go up to the 12. So you can see my leg is wobbling a little bit more than it was on the flat, stable surface. So this is just, again, the progression of that movement. So 12, 9, and 6, okay? So same thing, you're gonna do 4 to 6 on with the left leg moving, and then do the same thing, kind of measure where your feet need to be. And you're gonna do the same thing, bend those knees, 12, 3, and 6. So you can notice my ankle is now kind of wobbling side to side a little bit more than it was, again, on the flat surface. So it's stabilizing and strengthening up the muscles in your ankles, your quadriceps, your hips, your glutes. So a lot of things are working here and it's improving your balance at the same time. So always looking to do the most with as little time as possible. So I'll show you the third exercise that you can do to help with your balance that's similar, all right? All right, so the last exercise of this balance progression is going to be what we call the 3D lunge. So this is going to add a little bit more strength into the movement and movement in general into the exercise. So you're gonna start the same way, like you're in the center of a clock. We're not really, well, we're still gonna use the number examples, make things easier. But this time you're gonna actually move your whole body. So rather than the clock taps where you're staying still, like your torso is more or less staying still, you're actually going to be moving. So I wanna step out and touch the 12 and then roll back. I'm gonna step out, move my whole body, touch the 3 and come back. And then I'm gonna step back and touch the 6, okay? So with this one, you're bending your knees each time that you go. So I'm bending my front knee, pushing back with my heel. Now I'm bending my right knee, pushing back with my toe. And now with this one, when I'm stepping backwards, I'm gonna actually bend both knees and push back, but you want to put most of the pressure in that front knee, okay? Do this very, you don't have to go into a deep lunge with this by any stretch of the imagination. It's really just like a mini lunge, mini side lunge, and then a mini back lunge, because we're doing this mostly for balance, but again, it's gonna incorporate some strength training into it as well. So same rules apply as the other clock taps. You're gonna do about 4 to 6 on one side, then do 4 to 6 on the other. Very simple. Boom, boom, and boom, just like that. All right, hope you enjoyed the 3D lunge. So again, you're gonna start with the clock taps if you're just starting, where you're just barely moving, you're just really getting that one leg used to holding up like that. And then you're gonna do it with your VersaPad. Again, they're about $20 on Amazon, where you're doing the same thing, just like so. And then afterwards, you're gonna go into that 3D lunge where you're moving in all directions. As always with all these balance exercises, you wanna always make sure that you have a chair next to you. We have these handrails all over the place that are really helpful. Just have something that's going to help to keep you safe while you're doing all these exercises. And good luck. All right, hope you enjoyed it. Talk soon.